Oh yeah, more ninja robots! Wait, that's a boot. Hello, and welcome to Plebpla. This mess you see before you is Touryou Dororo Robo from Sergeant Frog, Keroro Gunsou, whichever you wish to call it. This is my first venture into casting a shadow into my own video. Haha. This is my first venture into what I recently learned is affectionately known as KeroPla. This here is Lance Corporal Dororo, or Touryou, which I went and looked up and learned that Touryou is one of the many terms for a military rank. I built this recently at a convention, so I was foolish and did not keep the runners. But something that I did learn interesting, as we will go through in the manual first, is about Dororo himself. We have here our front page of Dororo Robo that was produced here in our Year of Bandai Spirits 2008. So this is a reissue as is given by the blue branding. This is number 29 in the series, and surely this is not Dororo's first robot. On the other subsequent color pages, we have what appears to be a comic going on. More comic on this fourth page. Here in this, what will be the back page, is the concept of combining the 5 robots in this particular set into one Megazord-like large robot. I have the boot. And lastly, on the back of this color page is the instruction assembly for the boot itself. Whooping around to the construction side, we have our runners. There is a couple of joint pieces and 1 or 2 other small pieces that aren't used in this kit. Our warnings and the elk. General assembly instructions, but if we can get my lighting today to not cooperate, I don't have access to the lights today. We can see there's a little something going on with the body. And we can see a little bit more of it right here to be very careful. The important part is this top image here. That is a pre-assembled frame on the runners. It uses multi-layer runners to give you a pre-assembled Frogboy frame. We will engage him shortly. Our construction begins with Dororo himself and his little bike. And down here in the bottom it shows that he is able to stand adjacent to his bike. We go here, we go to the main body / face of his robot. Some side pieces. The arms, what are effectively the legs. And assembly into robot form A. We will call this big head mode because I didn't look at what that said other than Dororo Bo. On our last page here, we have different assembly instructions. Again, I did not look into what this means, but I like to call this end result a griffin, because that's what it reminds me of, very loosely. So as I fumble with my paperwork here, I will show you on the front box that, I don't know, I just get a griffin vibe of it. And not like a very high quality griffin, but more like a loose interpretation of a griffin if you look at season 2 of American Power Rangers. That's a griffin. You know, it's kind of there, but not really. So, to begin, on the back here, Dororo has a 3mm peg and a particular slot at his legs. That is both for this little tab here. You can plug that into his pants and allow him to use his little bike as a stand. Or what I did, I kept exactly one little piece of the runner, and I just saw it and I was like, that works, because that is just about a perfect 3mm peg. And plug that into his back, and even though I didn't really cut it quite right, it serves enough as a stand that he has his own stand when not attached to his bicycle. He has very little articulation on his own. You see his little foot does this. His arms very concern me because I feel like if I'm not super careful, I'm gonna break something. So his arms have very delicate range of motion. They go back and forth. They have a little bit of outswing. And then here at the elbow, it has a full, or let's see what I can do. Yes. Just a little bit more than 90 degrees. Not that you need any more than that. The head is just a peg. Full exorcist twist. You can pop him off. And like so. I will tell you that this man is very sticker heavy. You have 2 silver stickers here on the knee pads, on the chest. This is a very interesting shaped sticker here, which I managed to get working properly. And the eyes here, you have 2 sets of sticker eyes. You have these nice blue ones that match his skin. Or you can give him a pair of sleepy or possibly angry closed eyes. I chose these, obviously. And then around the hat, nice silver sticker that goes around his little ninja hood. Over here on his bike, this is 1 sticker up front. And of course, what you will have him most of the time is slotted into his bike. So we're going to put his little hands on his little bike. And we're going to set him over here. For we have many, many pieces. This is our head unit. Not much to say about it. It does nothing. These are at least worth talking about. These are the arms. They have a 90-degree bend. And then the wrist rotates right here. This is the shoulder peg, which, depending on what form it is, will tell you how much articulation it has. Over here, these are sort of the feet. And then at the same time, sort of shoulder pieces. It really depends on what form you stand him in to determine what you really get out of it. So let's go ahead and we're going to assemble the Griffin first. And lastly, Dororo plugs in right here. I am not a fan of this. As probably noticed in these fast forward, I struggled a lot. The instructions tell you how to take it apart, and very quickly put it together. And I guess under pressure, it just wasn't making any sense for some reason. The parts didn't look like they went on evenly on either side. Like, oh, it fits this way one side, but not this way on the other. It already pops off real easy. This just, it's awkward. This is very awkward, and it's honestly very frustrating right now, because I guess you have to like mash this in there and then hope it doesn't fall back off. But like I was saying, sort of a griffin form. Here are your front legs. This is the muzzle of the face and some ears. These big blue parts with the big smattering of white stickers are the wings. You have your back legs. And speaking of the smattering of stickers, now that we get to look at a form. Stickers. One right here up front. 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. Back here you have, these are 2 stickers. 1 and 2. Another one here. And, oh, sorry. Over here on the face part, you have 1 at this foot, 1 here, 1 here, and the eyes. That's a lot of stickers. I'm not going to knock off sticker points because this is something that is supposed to be very simple, very fun and easy to build, and we shouldn't be complaining about stickers on something that's supposed to be effectively an SD. I am complaining about this. I don't like this form. It barely resembles a thing, and it feels awkward now that I've done this part on camera. So let's move on to more important parts. The main fun time robo. And of course, once again, Dororo plugs into the back of the face. Now, I just happen to knock that back out. It's not a loose, it's a very nice and snug fit. So this, despite that I had a little bit of trouble, once again, understanding the instructions is far better. You have a nice wide range of articulation in the arms. Even with these weird wings in the way, arms can get all the way around. Still at that 90-degree angle, still with the regular wrists, and kind of just jam that back in there. It does seem to have a sweet spot though, so you'll have to find that. Down here are the feet. These are supposed to more or less stay flat. You have that toe articulation there for balancing. You get a little bit of a leg spread, and it technically acts as a tripod because back here you have this weird little bit that will help keep it standing up, so you don't have to worry about these flexible pieces here moving in just the wrong way that he will not stand on his own anymore. Well, bam. This is superior form. The Griffin thing, inferior form. I don't like it. I will at least give it credit for doing something more than this. Since you're going to have like a weird scattering of parts, and you do have to... Is it on the box? No, it's only on the manual. Back to the manual after I tossed it aside. You do have to do something with its transformation. As I was saying, I appreciate that you at least get more than just one form. And perhaps if I were to be watching this show, I'd appreciate it a lot more for having that extra form. It's like, oh, they move! They did the move! They did the other thing with the robot! The thing that I'm excited for when stuff like Gosora comes out and it does all the things that it does in the show. But here at Access Communications and Entertainment, ZEON says, fund you at least one. Pick you one. At least for this set, there are five little boys here that you can pick from, and surely one of them will fit your aesthetic. As we know, I am the professional stage ninja, so I went with the ninja robot. And thus, we continue the accidental ninja month of February, despite that someone else already called it LBX February. I still support that. Go check out Crosama, hit that hashtag LBX February, but also check you out some KeroPla, Keroro Gunsou, Sergeant Frog, pick you up a small boy. And as always, SIEG ZEON.